This is a portrait of a narcissist. This is going to show you how a narcissist behaves. This is a classic example. I don't care if you like Jack Talcott, dislike Jack Talcott, if you're bored, if you're tired of seeing Talcott. There's a lot you could learn from this if you focus, pay attention, be aware, start looking at body language, the behavior, the reactions, the words, all of it. All of it paints a picture. This is a portrait of a narcissist. He's showing you what he is. And if you're able to spot what he is, you can spot others in this realm as well. It's up to you. It's up to you if you want to learn. It's all on full display. He shows all of it.
So that you can be with the way of beauty, right? Of wisdom, of joy, of goodness and celebrations. That's what the Holy Spirit will do. But we've been taught to be impatient. That's what I've realized for myself too. And that's why I had trouble just being. I was always waiting for something, right? There's a fight, there's a problem, there's something I gotta do.
Take a look at him here. Does that look normal to you? It looks a bit bizarre, doesn't it? It isn't just him being animated. There's something very bizarre, very strange about this character. Look at the eyes. Look at this. Very odd. His wife cucked him, by the way, for context. His wife cucked him. His wife had a boyfriend in the first 2 years of their marriage. And I think by the third year they were done. She had a boyfriend. And she left him. And she took their son, Dominic. And Dominic was done by Jack by the time he was 15. He probably would have written him off earlier. Jack lost his wife, his child, rejected him, evicted from his home, fired from his post office job, the postal service. He's failed at everything in life. He blames everyone else. He scapegoats people. He scapegoats his guests on his show. Constantly he points the finger in every direction but at himself. He's failed at everything in life, yet he calls himself a life coach. It's absolutely crazy. He's unhinged. He's unstable. And I think he's dangerous. And I know a lot of people on YouTube don't see that. But a lot of people don't see very much at all in this realm until the police are there and there's an ambulance or something. And then they're like, what happened? Well, I'm showing you a case study of a being that's completely unhinged. This isn't normal. This isn't healthy. This is a dangerous creature.
Ew. Oh no, I'm gonna get in trouble. I drove myself nuts, man, in the past. Here, let me do some things. I'll do the thumbnail thing and we'll open it up. I got a few notes. Today. They're pretty simple, though. To be impatient. That's what I've realized for myself, too. And that's why I had trouble just being. I was always waiting for something, right? There's a fight, there's a problem, there's something I gotta do. Oh no, I'm gonna get in trouble. I drove myself nuts, man, in the past. Here, let me do some things. I'll do the thumbnail thing and we'll open it up. I got a few notes. Today. They're pretty simple, though. Pretty simple notes to help you do you. The reminder for you and me, all of us, you have no idea how good life is about to get, especially if you remain open to miracles. We've got to recognize the future is not yet certain. We don't know what we don't know. But if you find yourself in a rut, repeating the patterns, right? Holding on the same old things, you're carrying around a spirit of sadness rather than gladness. You got some despair or anxiety, whatever. You got some stuff you want to change. That's what that means. So to escape habits, ruts, and patterns, feelings, right? That you may not.
Life is going to get so much better, he says. You have no idea how good life is about to get. How does he know that? How does he know your life or life itself is about to get so much better? He has no job. I think he lives with Barney. He moved clear across America from Spokane, Washington, on the west coast of America, in Washington State, to Baltimore, Maryland, on the east coast of America. He has these same bland, stupid curtains behind him because he doesn't want to show that he doesn't really live in an apartment. I think he lives in a room with Barney for free. He has a $300 a month income, which you can't pay. Rent, food, bills, gasoline, car insurance, everything that comes up in life. $300 is a spit in a bucket. You could spend $300 a month on Starbucks coffee. You could spend $300 a month on cigarettes. $300 a month, in other words, doesn't go far. For the adults here, if you really start thinking about it, $300 is nothing. You can't rent anywhere for $300. I don't think you can rent anywhere in America. Maybe I'm wrong. For $600, $700 for a shithole. I don't think you can. Maybe I'm wrong, though. But $300 is nothing. That's what he gets from the army. He said this publicly on his show. He doesn't have a job. His wife left him, divorced him. His son left him, wrote him off for a solid 8 years. He's a grown man now with a child. Said that Jack is dangerous. He doesn't allow Jack to be around him or his grandchild. Dominic is smarter than Jack. He doesn't want him around. Jack lost his house, job. He has nothing. But he's mental enough to tell you that you have no idea how good life is about to get. His life has been in a downward spiral. So why would you take his advice on life at all in this realm? Because he's failed at everything. His life has been on the decline for years. And no one can stand to be around him except for Paul, the slave. Polly boy. Paul, porta potty. That's it. And that doesn't indicate, for some reason, it doesn't indicate something to Jackie boy. No one can stand you. You had to flee from Spokane. You were a pariah. Your neighbors couldn't stand you. Your former co-workers, psychiatrists, doctors, people at the psych ward you were put in couldn't stand you. You can laugh it off all you want. That's how he usually reacts to the truth being said. No one can stand Jack Talcott. And then people watch his shit show like it's a circus or a freak show every day for entertainment. And they're freaks themselves in his chat room. They're disturbed people. They're drug addicts and alcoholics and narcissists and zombies and demons.
Not want anymore. Remind yourself how amazing life can be. Do you remember that? Do you remember how amazing your life can be and maybe is? Do you remember that? Do you remember how amazing your life can be and maybe is already right now? If you can remind yourself, it's okay. Ask yourself how amazing life can be. Guess what your brain will do? It will confirm your beliefs. It's how we're designed.
Well, Jackie boy, I remember you saying you were going to feed your other cat to wild coyotes. I remember that. I don't think that's so amazing. You didn't seem to grieve when your cat died. You didn't get your cat any medical attention. Other people fed your cats for years. You didn't buy them food. You just let them outdoors and let the neighbors feed them. Like a cheap, cruel, narcissistic asshole. Which is what you are. That's what you are. Who would talk about feeding their pet to wild coyotes because it was too much trouble for you to dig a grave to bury your pet? You said maybe the next one you'll just throw over the fence and let the wild coyotes eat your cat. Your pet. There's something really wrong with you. I think you're a psychopath. I think you're on the spectrum, high on the spectrum of narcissism. And I think you're a psychopath. I think you're both things. That's what I think. I'm not diagnosing him. I think that. I think you should get some help. I think you should go talk to someone. I know you hate talking with psychiatrists because they see right through you. And they don't agree that you're mentally stable enough to go to work at the U.S. Postal Service. They were afraid you would go postal at the U.S. Postal Service. They didn't want you having that gun that you have and running around town. You're dangerous. You're a psycho. And it's very easy to see. Take note of the dead eyes, the deadness there, and the fake smile. The eyes aren't smiling when this creature shows the chiclets in his mouth. He's got so much space between each tooth, the big gaps between his teeth. It's like piano keys or chiclets. He smiles and the eyes are not smiling. Doesn't match because it's a fake smile. He's not really happy. He's faking it. He's pretending. He's fake. I see right through you, Jackie boy. I see right through you.
God wants to fulfill your dreams. So what you believe can often become true. So watch what you believe, especially about you. Don't give yourself away. Don't sell yourself short, right? You're not done until it's done. Become a part of your transformation, your salvation, your incredible journey of life. It's with you and through you and for you. And please, for the love of you in the future, and to give yourself gratitude for who you are and where you are right now, remind yourself how amazing life can be. Watch for the signs. Watch to see what you can see when you believe how amazing life can be. Wouldn't it be amazing if? Wouldn't it be amazing that, right? Isn't it amazing that? Oh, man. Yeah, you might become pleasantly surprised by what you can discover when you remain open to the miraculous, right? The journey we live, it's not always as it seems. Just because you've lived through something or experienced something doesn't mean you fully understand what you've lived through or experienced. But I've been wondering, who's it up to, right? Who, in the end, who is it up to as far as what do I get to know? Who's responsible for what do you get to know? Is it you? Or does someone else determine what you get to know? I mean, this is questions I didn't really think about in my past, but these days, oh baby, These days, I think about all sorts of different things because my mind has been shifted. My mind was.
You're thinking about all these things except how to support yourself. You claim that you want to end all secrets, but it's a big secret where Jack lives. Because I don't think you rent an apartment. I don't need your address, but I don't believe that you rent an apartment. I think you live in a little room for free with Barney. I think he offered you a place as charity, and you drove all across the country to go there to live. I don't believe that you rent a place. I don't think you can, because you don't have a job, you don't have a pension, you don't have an income. How would you rent an apartment? How would you rent an apartment? You don't have a job. Your income that you can show is the $300 a month from military disability that you claim. So what's the secret? Who's paying for you? How do you make money beyond the $5 or $10 that people kick you once in a while on YouTube? What's your source of income? How do you provide for yourself? You're lying to your audience. Somebody must be funding you behind the scenes. That's what I see. Because it doesn't add up. Your story doesn't add up, Jackie boy. You can't afford an apartment. No one could on $300 a month. You're a liar. You're a lying narcissist. Aren't you? You know it's true.
It's really easy to be. I've given a lot of thought. Do for ourselves consciously. God has us designed to do those things unconsciously in order to preserve us. When we go through these states of trauma, these pains, where especially when we're young and underdeveloped, that's not the topic. I understand. I've given a lot of thought to the idea of Mars. How much anxiety is healthy? Because see, I can see your side, but you got to recognize when it's unhealthy, right? Holy cows, this is beautiful too. Yeah, we can.
And there's the bias of a psychopath. If I make a funny comment in chat, there's no laughter. If Andy does, Andy gives me donations, and Andy, that's the way it is. That's the way these psychopaths are. He's showing you something. He has to use weed every day. So does Christopher Sedaris and other demons. They have to self-medicate. They've even said they have to do that to cope. They have to be high every day. They have to get stoned every day. What does that tell you about them? They're weak. They'll replace alcohol with cannabis. They have to be stoned every day to cope. As that South African fatty loser Reaper says, "My copes, copes, we need to cope, we need our copes. That's all they want to do is cope in life. They're weaklings. They can't face life. They have to do what Jack Talcott does. And that's why Chrissy Pissy pulls out a bong and smokes it every live stream. That's why this creature is stoned almost every live stream. And he has the greasy hair, and he just looks unkempt, unwashed, stinky, smelly, filthy. That's what he looks like. Like a filthy stoner hippie that thinks he's profound. Hey, man, life is good, man. It's going to get better, man. God is good, man. Holy cows, man. Oh, baby. I think all the time about this shit, man. And then I have to do a live stream and tell you about the stoner thoughts I have, man. Man, hey, holy cows, man. Golly geez, man. Brothers and sisters, man. And that's what it sounds like. But somehow in his head it sounds profound. He thinks he's a wise guru or life coach. It's pathetic. He's a loser at life. He doesn't even have his son and his grandchild. He has nothing.
Can't see the stars without the darkness. But you know what? I'm going to go ahead. Despite what I'm seeing in the chat. Welcome.
He burped there. He was almost sick seeing El Diablo. He didn't want to say, he said welcome, then he stopped himself. He wasn't going to say welcome, Stephen. Look at him looking. He put El Diablo's comment on the screen. Hello, my tiggas, with a smiley face. The smiling face double brackets that I'm famous for. Look at him there. He reacted with a big burp. I gave him indigestion just by showing up in his chat and saying hello. That's all it takes is me to say hello. Look at this. He's already afraid, putting his hand over his face in a protective gesture of body language. He's anxious and afraid. I own this little bitch. I love it. I love it.
Yeah. Despite seeing that, I'm going to drop the link. And
So right off the bat, he says, despite seeing that, he's going to drop the link. He starts it right away with me. He could have been positive and said, oh, hey, El Diablo. Hey, King Stephen. He can't do that, though. His narcissistic ego won't allow him to do that. So he's going to get spanked by me with this video.
Holy cows. I'll pin that to the chat. Top. The topic today is let's be. Let's be honestly. Let's be together, right? Get it together. Be authentic, be present, be with love. And when you're authentic and honest and present and you're with love,
He's not describing himself. He's not authentic. He's not honest, and he doesn't have love. He doesn't know what real love is. He says the word, but his behavior never shows love towards anyone. His behavior doesn't show love towards anyone. It doesn't match his words. He would say he loves his son. Well, where's your son? Why did your son write you off and go no contact for over 8 years? From the age of 15, now he's into his 20s. He has his own family. He doesn't want you. Why did that happen? There's a reason. It's not Dominic's fault. It's your fault. Look in the mirror. It's your fault. That's the only way to treat a narcissist, is to write them off completely. No contact. Never see him again, because he will try to harm you. He will try to deceive you. He will try to fool you. He'll try to love bomb you and then put knives in your back. That's what narcissists do. They're brutal and cruel and vicious. And that's what this thing is on the screen. And people are deceived by this thing. Unfortunately, on YouTube. There might be a few good spirits that are deceived by him. But I think the majority of his fans, his audience, are evil creatures themselves. They relate to him. That's why they defend him. They're very much like him. Or it. This creepy creature. It.
guess what? It's really easy to be honest, right? It's really easy to be. It's really, holy cows. I'll pin that to the chat. Top. The topic today is let's be. Let's be honestly. Let's be together, right? Get it together. Be authentic, be present, be with love. And when you're authentic and honest and present and you're with love, guess what? It's really easy to be honest, right? It's really easy to be. Oh, yeah. Hey, he's a fascinating character. I saw some of the things he's been doing recently, but I saw some of the things Tark was doing recently too. And if he's still there, that Unslaved Truth guy. Um and Red 40, please, you don't have to call him gay every time. Every time you say his name, you don't need to add the extra. Um anyway, I noticed our friend Unslaved Truth posted some posts about Jack Talcott. I thought about pulling him up. Was I going to? I don't think I've got him up, but he's got a bunch of posts about Jack Talcott with the comments turned off. So I can't even reply, can't even say anything. And it's most peculiar and bizarre behavior for a quote unquote adult, right? Anyway, here's another quote unquote adult. Oh, welcome back for a bit. Stephen, how are you today?
So, do you see what he did there? This is a move that narcissists use. They'll let on that they're doing you a favor and they'll introduce you with an insult. A quote unquote adult, he said about me. Then he said a fake welcome back, and he said for a bit, letting on, I'm going to drop you at any time. This is how they set things up. And I think this is the way he treated his son, Dominic, where his son was always on edge, feeling like Jack could snap, Jack could turn, Jack could become angry all of a sudden. Jack could abandon them, walk out of the house, leave, threaten things. They try to keep people on edge. They try to set things up that way. They want you walking on eggshells. They want to make people around them uncomfortable, anxious. They can't say, welcome, Stephen. They can't do a real welcome and just have a good time. You can see on his face his behavior. The body language indicates, I meant to say the body language indicates the behavior. It's showing, it's indicative of what he is and how he treats people. The eyes, the look on his face, the expression, that's what I'm talking about. Now, some people just get stuck on his beard and a scruffy look. I'm talking about his eyes, the expression, the sneaky look. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the expressions that most people in this realm don't seem to be able to read anymore. All they could do is look at a screen. I wonder sometimes if some of you, or many of you on YouTube, interact with people face to face at all and notice anything, because this is obvious. That look on his face. Obvious to me. It isn't to his fans, though. They're completely duped by him, completely brainwashed. So be it. I'm doing this to help the ones that aren't demons to see.
Today? Are you?
Hello. Hello. Why so negative, Jack? Why so negative? It's a new day. Let's
He's been doing recently, but I saw some of the things Tark was doing recently too. And if he's still there, that Unslaved Truth guy. Um and Red 40, please, you don't have to call him gay every time. Every time you say his name, you don't need to add the extra. Um anyway, I noticed our friend Unslaved Truth posted some posts about Jack Talcott. I thought about pulling him up. Was I going to? I don't think I've got him up, but he's got a bunch of posts about Jack Talcott with the comments turned off. So I can't even reply, can't even say anything. And it's most peculiar and bizarre behavior for a quote unquote adult, right? Anyway, here's another quote unquote adult. Oh, welcome back for a bit. Stephen, how are you today?
Hello. Hello. Why so negative, Jack? Why so negative? It's a new day. Let's be positive, brother. You said despite what you saw in the chat, you should have been happy to see me. All I was saying is hello to my tiggas. What's wrong with that? You never heard of Winnie the Pooh?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, well, Tigga.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good character. Huh.
Mm-hmm.
You seem upset or disturbed or negative today. Let's be positive, brother. Let's be positive. Let's be positive. Let's not complain about things, little trivial things. You should be happy to see me. Hello to all my fans in the chat room. The greatest co-host ever is here to brighten the show. How are you today, Jack?
I'm quite blessed. True.
So I'm testing him for the people that are a little bit confused, or maybe they don't have the IQ to see, and they might think, well, Steven's being loud and obnoxious and arrogant, and Steven's being narcissistic. I was testing Jack Talcott to see how he would react. Look at his eyes, nearly closed. He's got the pyramid or the 11 deep grooves there, the wrinkles, furrowed brow. He's falling right into it. And he's going to show you what he is. I'm going to get the fake mask taken off, fallen off his face, and show you what Jack Talcott really is. I'm showing you something. Whether you see it or not is up to you. That's not up to me. That's up to you. Me too. You said despite what you saw in the chat, you put my comment up. I couldn't believe it. How are you today, Jack?
I'm quite blessed. Truly.
Me too. You said despite what you saw in the chat, you put my comment up. How are you today, Jack?
I'm quite blessed. Truly.
Me too. You said despite what you saw in the chat, you put my comment up. I couldn't believe it.
Well, please accept it. And then you might be able to believe it. And then once you believe it and accept it, you can understand.
Accept what?
Why I brought your chat up as I said that comment.
Can you explain? Can you clarify? I don't understand.
Well, it's fascinating that you don't, but
I don't.
I've been very honest.
You seem sour. You seem sour. I brought positivity and cheerfulness, and right away you highlighted my comment saying you're going to post the link despite what you saw in the chat, and you posted my comment with saying
despite seeing you in the chat, Stephen, I went ahead and I took a chance and I dropped the link. And my preference is honestly for other guests.
So he backstaged me right away and saying he prefers other guests. Again, he's slinging insults right off the bat. He's showing you what he is, and he's playing demon games. Saying,
despite seeing you in the chat, Stephen,
can you explain? Can you clarify? I don't understand.
Well, it's fascinating that you don't, but
I don't.
I've been very honest.
You seem sour. You seem sour. I brought positivity and cheerfulness, and right away you highlighted my comment saying you're going to post the link despite what you saw in the chat, and you posted my comment with saying
Despite seeing you in the chat, Stephen, I went ahead and I took a chance and I dropped the link. And my preference is honestly for other guests to join up because, Stephen, I've been very clear with you. I don't really enjoy you. You're not a co-host here. You're some fool who plays a clown and acts like a know-it-all online as he hides behind images, right? You don't even show your face most of the time, Stephen. And yeah, thank you. I know. It's what he does. It's quite peculiar as a grown man, right? And Red 40, too funny. I guess that's what God decided. I was in too good of a mood and I needed this distraction. So Steven shows up. Happy birthday. I heard someone say something.
Look at this. This is a lie, and he goes with it. It's happy 70th birthday, Stephen. I never said it was my birthday. They lie about me, and then Jack says I'm a liar. I'm not a liar. You creatures are liars. Look how dirty and greasy his hair is. It almost looks wet. Look at that. Look at the amount of grease and oil there. Ew, ew, look at that. Ew. Right by his ear. So fucking greasy. It looks like it's oily and wet. Oh, god damn. You could oil and lube a car with that. Fuck.
About that. I don't know if it's true or not, but Stephen lies so often, it's really hard to know what he's saying. True or not, but Stephen lies so often. True or not, but Stephen lies so often, it's really hard to know what he's saying, if it's real or not. True or not, but Stephen lies so often, it's really hard to know what he's saying, if it's.
I've asked you in the past, show me the lies. Name the lies. Prove that I've lied. Name the lies. He won't do it. He'll say, I don't have to do that. Name them. You're a liar, Jack Talcott. Jackie boy, you're a liar. You said what you would do to me. You won't come here and touch me. You won't come here and face me. You're afraid. You're a coward. And you're a liar.
It's real or not. You know, and autumn glories, let's, with compassion, recognize that as a truth. Each of us, and he does represent a part of each of us. There's an aspect that is often lonely. Decided I was in too good of a mood and I needed this distraction. So Steven shows up. Happy birthday. I heard someone say something about that. I don't know if it's true or not, but Stephen lies so often, it's really hard to know what he's saying, if it's real or not. You know, and autumn glories, let's, with compassion, let's recognize that as a truth. Each of us, and he does represent a part of each of us. There's an aspect that is often lonely, lacks substance in life, and then we waste a lot of time. But we can relate, right? We can relate to people being lonely, but arrogant, right? Pushing people away, unpleasant. You're a fucking another character. Axis Rat Blood, Glenn, God bless you. You're such a cute. The two of you, you're such juvenile. Here, Stephen, I said a lot of things. You're welcome to reply.
All right, you're not going to get scared and backstage me again, afraid over words, are you? It's weak. Jack, you know your show isn't the same on your own. You do need a co-host. Your show's much funnier and more fun and entertaining when you have a co-host. To be fair, you're kind of boring on your own. You're kind of dull.
Really?
Yeah, it's a
I've,
real criticism. It's a true
I've,
criticism.
and you're welcome to that, but I've heard plenty of others who disagree.
I
Myself
haven't heard
included.
those disagreements. Where are
I
they?
know you're not listening for those. You're listening.
Those disagreements. Where are they? Jack, you know your show isn't the same on your own. You do need a co-host. Your show's much funnier and more fun and entertaining when you have a co-host. You're To be fair, you're kind of boring on your own. You're kind of dull.
Really?
Yeah, it's a
I've,
real criticism. It's a true
I've,
criticism.
and you're welcome to that, but I've heard plenty of others who disagree.
I
Myself
haven't heard
included.
those disagreements. Where are
I
they?
know you're not listening for those. You're listening for confirmation bias, Stephen. You're an example of the problems of today's society. But
How do you know what I'm listening for or not doing? You're not a mind reader. You're just a liar. You were just a liar. That's all you've ever been in life, Jackie boy. Your mama, you were single mom raised, which explains a lot. She taught you how to lie, and you have the eyes and look of a liar. You are a liar. Those disagreements, where are
I
they?
know you're not listening for those. You're listening for confirmation bias, Stephen.
Jack, you know your show isn't the same on your own. You do need a co-host. Your show's much funnier and more fun and entertaining when you have a co-host. To be fair, you're kind of boring on your own. You're kind of dull.
Really?
Yeah, it's a
I've,
real criticism. It's a true
I've,
criticism.
and you're welcome to that, but I've heard plenty of others who disagree.
I
Myself
haven't heard
included.
those disagreements. Where are
I
they?
know you're not listening for those. You're listening for confirmation bias, Stephen. You're an example of the problems of today's society. But I don't
Oh,
fault you, okay? Stephen, you're in the perfect place. Today could be the perfect opportunity for change, transformation. You
I'd
ready
love to
for it?
see some changes from you, Jack, for the positive. I would love to see you do better
Stephen,
and treat people better
we're discussing you.
and treat
Okay?
people better, Jack.
Stephen, great.
I
You
know
know
you
how
don't
to,
like criticism.
what would let's see if I can lead you to this answer because it's pretty obvious to me.
Oh, let's see. Try to lead me.
If the goal was to get Jack to treat Steven a little better,
Treat everyone better, not just me.
what? Well, let's focus on what's here and now. If
All
the
right.
goal was to get Jack to treat Steven just a little better, then
A
what?
lot better.
Okay, a lot better. Then what would that be? How would that happen?
You'd show some respect and be positive and not start off with insults when you introduce guests. You'd show some manners and etiquette.
Okay, so follow
You'd
your
be
rule.
kinder.
What could you do besides criticism to help Jack treat Steven a lot
Mhm.
better?
I usually don't show up with much criticism here. I'm usually very supportive, but I don't think you see it.
You say that, Stephen, but
I do.
the supportive has not been really
I've
emerged. It's
shown it,
not
Jack.
obvious to me.
I haven't just said it. I've shown it, to be fair.
Well, Stephen, I don't remember where I saw it, but I saw some of your nonsense recently, and it was fascinating. You zoom in on a picture of Jack and my nose hair, and now your
Yes.
audio sounds like shit. Why am I
No,
getting
it
it
doesn't.
so confused? Fascinating. You zoom in on a picture of Jack and my nose.
Wait, zoomed in on a picture of who? Are you talking about yourself? He said zoomed on a picture of Jack. Are you talking about Jack Talcott or another Jack? Are you talking in third person? Are you mental? Watch this again.
Fascinating. You zoom in on a picture of Jack and my nose hair, and the supportive has not been really emerged.
I've shown
It's not
it, Jack.
obvious to me.
I haven't just said it. I've shown it, to be fair.
Well, Stephen, I don't remember where I saw it, but I saw some of your nonsense recently, and it was fascinating. You zoom in on a picture of Jack and my nose hair, And now your audio
Yes.
sounds like shit. Why am I
No,
getting
it
an
doesn't.
echo with you, Stephen?
Jack,
Why am I getting an echo with you?
I don't know. Are you still getting an echo?
Well, when I'm speaking, I'm hearing myself through you. So why the amateur hour? Are you not better than this, Stephen? You've been on YouTube for so long, dude.
Amateur. How long have I been on YouTube? He's playing with his necklace. He's upset. He's angry. He's grasping at straws. He's hoping to blame me for something. This is the way he treated his son, Dominic Talcott. He says amateur hour. He tries to use insults. I thought you were a man filled with love and peace, you claimed. No, you're not. You're a narcissist filled with anger and rage. You show what you are. You're a piece of shit, aren't you? Aren't you, Jackie boy? You're a piece of shit. Look at the expression there. The eyes, the 11 wrinkles, furrowed brow.
Stephen, you've been on YouTube for so long, dude. Stephen, you've been on YouTube for so long, dude.
Amateur.
I truly expect that getting an echo with you.
I don't know. Are you still getting an echo?
Well, when I'm speaking, I'm hearing myself through you. So why the amateur hour? Are you not better than this, Stephen? You've been on YouTube for so long, dude.
Amateur.
I truly expect better from you.
Hey, Stephen. Did someone say co-host?
Right on cue. Shows up to defend. 2-on-1. I love it.
The discussion was co-host, Stephen.
Yeah.
So
I said you need a co-host. Well, I'm seeing twins. I'm seeing Jack and Jack. This is almost as good as Mama Caught when you were Norman Bates. Remember that one? When Mama Caught came on here? Mother Talcott last year. You don't recall that?
Nor do I.
Fascinating.
Relevance.
You spoke to your mother. You mentioned Norman Bates, but anyway, I think you could do a lot better, Jack, whether you have a co-host or not. I think you could be a better person. You could be more loving and peaceful.
Uh-huh. What about you? What about you, dude?
Cleaned. What about me? Yes. Why do you deflect onto me? Why don't you stick on Jack for a while? Jack, could you be better? Could you be kinder and more peaceful? Can you at least admit to one thing?
I believe that.
Psychopath, are you?
The best way to get answers to your questions, Stephen, is to actually listen.
Well, I'm listening.
For the answers.
Can you answer?
And actually, I've told you this before. If you listened more, you'd probably find different or fewer questions to ask.
But you never answer. That's the problem. I listen, but you never answer the questions. You dodge the questions, and then you move along. You deflect. Could you be better, Jack? Could you be kinder and nicer to people, more understanding, more patient? Stephen, could you do better?
Clearly, by the grace of God, I could easily do better by the grace of God.
It's not probably, it's easily.
Yes,
if it's easy, why don't you do it? Why don't you deflect? Could you be better, Jack? Could you be kinder and nicer to people, more understanding, more patient? Stephen, could you do better?
Clearly, by the grace of God, I could easily do better by the grace of God.
It's not probably, it's easily.
Yes,
if it's easy, why don't you do it?
It's by the grace of God, but that has not yet been afforded to me, so I'm doing the best I can. So, Stephen, let's see about you now. Can you
deflect onto me? I'm your favorite topic.
Answered. Stephen, this is how conversations happen. I answered
yes, go ahead, Jack, please.
And so now really do better by the grace of God.
It's not probably, it's easily.
Yes,
if it's easy, why don't you do it? Why don't
Well,
you?
it's by the grace of God, but that has not yet been afforded to me, so I'm doing the best I can. So, Stephen, let's see about you now. Can you
deflect onto me? I'm your favorite topic.
I answered. Stephen, this is how conversations happen. I answered
yes,
your
go
request.
ahead, Jack, please.
And so now, comparatively, I would love the same demonstration from you.
I could do better. I agree. I could do better. Yes.
How might that be? What would that look like?
I have tried, but every time I'm gentle and kind towards you, you take a jab or you're negative or you put me.
Comparatively, I would love the same demonstration from you.
I could do better. I agree. I could do better. Yes.
How might that be? What would that look like, do you think?
I have tried, but every time I'm gentle and kind towards you, you take a jab or you're negative or you put me down or you say I'm not needed, I'm irrelevant, I'm this, I'm that. And it comes across as very narcissistic, Jack. Are you a narcissistic, arrogant psychopath?
What?
You heard me. Why are you laughing it off? It's a question, valid question.
It's a question from a fool. You just revealed
I'm not a fool. See, there you're proving the point. You're arrogant.
Steven,
well, one would have to wonder if he is narcissistic and arrogant.
And now you have your back up here talking.
If he is narcissistic and psychopathic and all these other things, why would you want to co-host for him?
Why would you backstage me? It's a weak move.
Well, it's because I was speaking and you just keep prattling on, and so I had to create some space so that I could finish my sentence.
Well, you're very weak. You must have small dick energy.
Is it possible that's you?
You're kind of a big fat redhead with a tiny dick.
Steven,
is it also possible that's you?
It must be you. You backstage all the time, Paulie. It's very weak.
Steven.
That's also you.
You do it with no, I don't backstage. You do it with.
I did that, Stephen, because I care about you. And right now, you're continuing to insist on presenting yourself as a fool. Stop presenting as a fool, Stephen.
I'm not a fool, but you two are weak. You're weak.
Hey, Stephen, if we had to take a poll, if we had to take a poll on who's welcomed more places because of who they are and how they interact, I'm guessing that Mr. Talcott would outpace you there on all levels, right? I'm pretty sure that you're pretty much reviled everywhere. Jack Talcott is pretty much welcomed everywhere.
That's not true, but that's weak anyways. It's a weak move.
Steven,
just keep backstaging. You look weak.
Hey, Stephen.
Losers. You look like eunuchs. Little dick.
Stephen, I would encourage you to ask yourself after you say everything that you say, ask yourself if that's also you, or even more you than it is others that you're criticizing.
You're weak. You keep backstaging. You're proving I'm speaking the truth.
Actually,
you're weak.
Please,
actually, fuck off. You're a loser.
No, please censor.
Yeah, you are. You play demon games.
Take a breath, little boy. Take a breath.
You
got the little child coming out in you, Stephen, and it's being really foolish. In today's society, how do you get a fool to see their foolish behavior? What's the right way to do that? I'm not, well, I know the fastest way is shame. Stephen, you can do better. Just pause, take a breath. We'll reset. Are you here? Can you calm down?
Right here. I'm listening. I'm very calm.
All right.
Are you calm? Are you okay?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Henko Flamio, thank you for the contributions. Steven's block list is like, can you calm down?
Right here. I'm listening. I'm very calm.
All right.
Are you calm? Are you okay?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Henko Flamio, thank you for the contributions. Steven's block list is like 100, apparently. Steven
No.
may have backstaged Hank nearly
That's untrue,
100
Jack.
times on a single show. Well,
Do you want the truth?
he's entitled to his testimony, his experience.
My block list is only about 400 people,
400.
maybe 500.
Okay.
So
I
about
don't
5
want-
times your regular viewership.
I don't want piss ants and cockroaches and losers around me. But Hank
And-
posts about me a lot.
Steven, that's just absurd. The contributions. Steven's block list is like 100, apparently. Steven
No.
may have backstaged Hank nearly
That's untrue,
100
Jack.
times on a single show. Well,
Do you want the truth?
he's entitled to his testimony, his experience.
My block list is only about 400 people,
400.
maybe 500.
Okay.
So
I
about
don't
5
want-
times your regular viewership.
I don't want piss ants and cockroaches and losers around me. But Hank posts
And-
about me a lot.
Steven, that's just absurdly. You're so, do you listen to yourself?
Yes, I do. Every day.
I don't think that you do. I really don't.
Jack, sometimes I replay my videos and live streams just to hear myself. I do like listening to myself.
Well, okay. All right. There are times you love the sound of your own voice.
I
There's
do.
no doubt about it. You listen to yourself.
Yes, I do. Every day.
I don't think that you do. I really don't.
Jack, sometimes I replay my videos and live streams just to hear myself. I do like listening to myself.
Well, okay. All right. There are times you love the sound of your own voice.
I
There's
do.
no doubt about that.
I do.
I realize that.
We agree. See, we agree on something.
What I'm referring to is it's actually Paul asked a great question to our friend Ben the other day.
Mhm.
Do you ever pause, reflect, kind of objectively look at you and what's going on? You ever
Yes.
do that?
Yes. I didn't hear him ask Ben that, but that's a great question, Paul. Do you do that, Jack? And do you do that, Paul, with yourself? Why are you laughing?
Yes.
Do you?
Yes, I do. I do. I don't believe that you do, though. You mentioned
You don't
that
believe I do.
not to the extent that you could, because you keep repeating the same patterns over and over. I'm not seeing a lot of, I don't know.
There's many folks who come here that exhibit these similar, if not same, patterns. Tommy, Snafu, Margot, Tariq now again was looping the last few
Are you
days,
calling me a
lying.
liar, Jack Talcott? You
Lying
don't
to
believe
well,
that I-
you folks do have some patterns of saying things you don't really believe and then not sticking to what you say and then double backing and acting out. I mean, we see that here, right?
Yeah,
Hmm.
it is pretty bizarre. I mean, because truly, you do show the behavior of an 11-year-old boy. That's why I brought that.
Oh, that's insulting.
Comment
That's
up.
demeaning.
Well, yeah,
it's
that
not
makes sense. They're
mature.
not comfortable with
not
like
mature.
love and connection. They're really comfortable with mischief, though.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
It's as a matter of fact, it's almost an insult to a child, because you
Yeah.
know I've
Yeah.
dealt with
It is.
children out here. The person I live with has a child, and even after like
Yeah.
the first couple times when you tell them, "Hey, like I care about you, I love you," they start to get
Yeah.
it, and then they return that. Right? They don't spend the next decade stamping their feet, playing power
Yeah.
games, rejecting the love and the
You're so
care and the
mature,
truth.
Paul. Yeah.
It's not about that, Stephen. Notice how you're turning everything into a competition in which you
No.
would also lose if we were to play.
No.
We're not
No.
playing along with it. There's no competition.
Steve,
Nah. Go ahead.
what are you disagreeing with?
I'm disagreeing with what Paul just said. I'm not turning anything
Well,
into a competition.
specifically, 'cause what
Competition. I'm not here to compete. I'm not here
you're
competing.
not here.
No, I'm not.
to
I'm not turning it
compete.
into a competition.
when you've been competing about
I disagree with Trek.
bragging about being the greatest co-host. You're not competing. You know, your obsession, went through this tantrum earlier, you're weak, you're ugly, blah, 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 blah.
I thought
You're
that
not-
was a fact that I was the greatest co-host. I'm not here to compete.
No, I've told you that multiple times. It
Well,
shows
the
your
chat has
patterns
told
of
me
denial.
otherwise.
Stephen, right? You're delusional. You believe in lies. You're
Well, and see, he cites his enablers, Jack. Right? He's got two or three people who follow him around, including a 12-year-old who says that she's romantic.
Right.
With Stephen, whatever the child is saying.
I think you're the one that liked children, Paul. Let's get real.
And there it is again.
Joshua. Yeah, you guys are liars.
Stephen, there's your deflection. What are you doing? Deflecting? Yes, because we were just discussing the most.
You're the one who had sleepovers with children, Jack.
Come
on,
let's
get real here.
Recent, Stephen, was that young lady that followed you here that did apparently have some.
And you're probably behind it. It sounds like a setup. Yeah, it sounds fake.
Well, I saw you reviewing it, and I saw others reviewing it.
Did you see me reviewing it?
You are a bizarre character, Stephen.
You are bizarre.
Tell you what.
I think you should be in.
It's weird, too, how with everything you point out, it's someone else setting him up. They got it in for him, right?
Sorry, I felt like a swap was a good idea. OTW, it's been a while. How have you been, my friend?
I'm doing good. How's my mic?
Sounds solid.
Oh man!
Greetings, Patrick. Thank you for being here.
Hey, well, hey, how you doing, Jack, Jal, Cal, whatever your name is? Jack, you should have left him on. I came up for like the Stephen bashing session.
All right. Well, it's not so much a bashing session though, Patrick. I'm genuinely trying to get through to this guy. I mean, I feel like it's kind of like that. In some regard, it is kind of like the sunken cost syndrome. I've tolerated him so much. He keeps showing up. I feel bad about just pushing him away.
It is kind of sad because when you push these folks away, they don't go away and stay away, right? It's like they know they need something here, but paradoxically they won't engage with what they subconsciously know they need because they're not conscious of it.
Not yet.
Right. And they also probably don't really realize that they get pushed away by 80% of the people they interact with, right?
Oh, you know what? That's actually, they may not realize. They go away thinking other ideas.
So it's 3-on-1 now. Do you feel stronger, weaklings?
No, there's about 25. There's a lineup outside with 25
people
waiting.
Great.
To tell you.
Great.
The truth.
I'm winning then. I'm winning versus you weaklings.
No, it's not true, Stephen.
It is true.
Well, there's the childishness again, Steve. Just because you're getting the attention of a lot of folks because of your dysfunctional behavior, that must be a state of winning, right?
Well, every time you backstage, I win because people can see how weak you are.
No, that's
weak move,
Stephen.
So it's a weak move.
You reveal yourself when you speak. So this obviously seems like you're playing a game because you want to win something.
Well, you're playing a game with your rotten teeth. Get some teeth,
Stephen.
Patrick.
There you go, deflecting again. Can we please? No,
please.
You're not.
3 versus 1. I'm still winning. Bring on more people. This isn't a challenge.
You're playing a game because you want to win something.
Well, you're playing a game with your rotten teeth. Get some teeth,
Stephen.
Patrick.
There you go, deflecting again. Can we please? No,
please.
You're not.
3 versus 1. I'm still winning.
You're playing a game because you want to win something.
Well, you're playing a game with your rotten teeth. Get some teeth,
Stephen.
Patrick.
There you go, deflecting again. Can we please? No,
please.
You're not.
3 versus 1. I'm still winning. Bring on more people. This isn't a challenge.
Stephen, you're fighting yourself.
Jack,
right?
You're losing, dumbass.
That you?
You're a loser. You're a weakling.
You know what?
That's you.
Jack.
Holy shit.
That's
What?
you, cockroach.
Jack, did you know that he's restreaming this live?
Oh, yeah, of course.
And he's also
Does that hurt your
restreaming-
feelings? Where does it hurt your vagina, Jack
he's
Talcott, that I'm
restreaming the
streaming you?
StreamYard with the
Where does it hurt
backstage
you?
and everything. He's restreaming all of this. So he's doing it
Where
on
does it hurt
purpose
you?
to create.
Yeah, I'm showing
content for
everyone
his
what a
channel.
loser Jack is, what a
What
loser
is
Paul
everyone?
is,
Like
and
3 people
OTW.
that are watching you right
You're
now? That's
losers.
everyone?
You're losers.
3 people?
You're losers.
3 people are watching you right now.
3 versus me. I'm winning.
No, I mean, there's 3 people watching you on your channel right now. That's everyone.
But those 3 people agree with Steven and are there to witness how much of a loser I and Jack and others are. Don't you get it?
Yeah, but they're
Patrick?
winning. I mean, there are 4 people winning over there.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Patrick. Hey, and from Andy, thank you for the support contributions. Patrick, saw you playing guitar with Dick yesterday. Your skills are unbelievable. Mad
Oh.
respect to you.
Thank you. Thank you.
I agree completely. And stop picking on the mentally ill.
Is that why Patrick can't make money as a musician? He's so good that he can't make any money to support himself? Is that what it is?
See, Lou wants to say that because he knows where he fits in.
Right.
And he
He
also
doesn't want to be next.
he's also but by saying that is also
And stop picking on the mentally ill. See, Lou wants to say that because he knows where he fits in.
Right.
and he
He doesn't
also
want to be next.
he's also but by saying that is also picking on the mentally ill, you know, because he's kind of telling him he's mentally ill, so it's kind of picking on him. It's a paradoxical thing anyway.
It's fascinating though. I mean, this is reality somewhat. It's a real life experience that we're all sharing. Oh shit, that was a note I had earlier. That's not appropriate right now. Actually, no, it is related to Stephen and that question you asked Ben the other day. For all of us, it is very important for all of us to pause, right? To objectively reflect on us, contemplate. Am I doing what's right? Am I doing what's right for me? What's right for the world? It's really easy for us to mislead ourselves, right? To get misled by those 3 followers, those 4 followers. Looking back in my life, I realized this. I had surrounded myself with enablers. Group of us friends, we got together.
You still are. Right on the stage with you. You can't realize it. You're not self-aware. You have an enabler to your side that looks like you, Pac, Polly, and you have one below you, Patrick, Rottenmouth, OTW, and you're going to have another one coming up, Lou, and you're going to have a show full of enablers. That's all you have, Jackie boy. Everyone knows you can't handle real criticism, real conversations, real honesty. Everybody kisses up to you to stay on your show. I'm the only one who doesn't. Now, some could argue Tommy doesn't, and Snafu. I don't know. I don't know if behind the scenes you're best buddies. They seem to have your phone number and phone you. I'd never do that. I'm not going to have a conversation with you. It's going to be all public, not private. Maybe they want to be your girlfriend. I'm not putting them down, but they seem to phone you and text you. Maybe it's an act when they're on the show. I don't know. I wonder sometimes, because they seem close with you behind the scenes, in emails, phone calls, texting. I'm not. When I email Jack Talcott, it's to step on him like he's a fucking pissant, and to tell him to come face to face to me and say that shit. I'll pay for you to come here, and I'll give you $1,000 US cash If you could knock me out or choke me out, which he said he would do, go do it then. Try it. Bring it on. Come and try it. Come and do something, you piece of shit. You people that on YouTube that believe these shitheads, believe these liars, you're losers. You're absolute losers to fall for these creatures. You'd have to be.
Made excuses for each other and told each other how fucking great we were as we sat at the bar every afternoon. It's fucking nuts. For me, what's right for the world. It's really easy for us to mislead ourselves, right? To get misled by those 3 followers, those 4 followers. Looking back in my life, I realized this. I had surrounded myself with enablers. Group of us friends, we got together, we made excuses for each other and told each other how fucking great we were as we sat at the bar every afternoon. It's fucking nuts. The world becomes greater by letting go of good enough, or even better, the world.
His fake laugh, it's fucking nuts. And then he does that fake laugh. It's not funny, it's pathetic. It's sickening narcissistic behavior. And it isn't because you were drunk. You still do it. You quit drinking years ago. You're still an absolute narcissist surrounding yourself with yes men, with enablers, with losers. You've learned nothing. The fact you quit drinking, if you did, if you truly did, there's some that doubt that. I don't know his case or not. I know he uses weed, and I think sometimes he uses other things. I suspect he uses opiates, pills, tranquilizers, various things. I suspect. It's more than just weed. Regardless, you haven't become a better person just because you quit drinking alcohol. You're still a rotten piece of narcissistic filth. Piece of shit. You're disgusting and despicable. You call others that. You called me that. You called Jubilee. You're disgusting, Jack Talcott. The way you treat people is hideous. Unless they kiss up to you like Polly, OTW, and the weaklings. The weak demons. You're disgusting, Talcott.
The world becomes greater by sacrificing good enough.
Comparison is the thief of joy, Stephen.
Comparison is the thief of joy. Isn't he evidence? Stephen, can we reset? Have some
There are
people.
many folks here who are evidence of that idea.
Amen.
Let's reset.
Praise God.
You do love your enablers. You do love to play volume games. Lowering my volume all the way down. You do play games. You are weak. You play little weakling games. So let's reset. Be a man.
You can
Start
start
off
by
that way.
stop projecting, right?
You can start by being a man. Don't kiss his ass. You're an enabler. That's all you are.
I think you actually
Patrick.
know where you are right now.
You turn my volume down all the time.
Yeah, because
Right.
it's very
very
arrogant of
weak.
you to put it all the way up, asshole.
It's pretty obnoxious, the volume you have.
Imagine
Not really.
being so weak that you take somebody producing the content as an affront to you or as an attack. You're so constantly sensitive and defensive that any move somebody makes has to be an attack toward you, right?
It's
You're
truly
like a wounded animal.
I
It
didn't
is.
call it an attack. I called it Demon Games
It's
Weak.
more like a
Right.
headless
Turning
chicken.
volume.
Or you're just loud and obnoxious and we're lowering you to a tolerable volume, which honestly would be down to 0 for many folks here experiencing you.
That's right.
That's
So you're ahead of the
you.
game
Loud
again.
enough.
A lot of times you're ahead of the game and you don't even know it.
Here, a big part of this, Stephen, is recognize your part. Okay. You're being treated like snafu because you're talking like snafu. I turn him down. I throw him to the back. You can be in that group. I don't care. It is fascinating. Although what I was told, and actually, there you go. That is a great suggestion. Steven's welcome to go play in his own playground. We don't have
Because
to
you're
let
scared of
him play.
me. You won't
But see,
face
it's
me.
paradoxical,
No.
right? Because if he stays in his own playground, almost nobody will see him and hear him, which defeats the
Right.
purpose of being desperate for attention, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Face me face to face, little boy. You're loud and obnoxious, Polly.
Cam
You're a
up.
weakling.
Cam
You're a
up.
weakling.
Steven.
You're a
Jack,
weakling.
Jack, listen.
I emailed you, Jack, and said $1,000 to come and meet me.
Just the
Oops.
fact that he's
$1,000.
calling us all losers, okay, and he's naming us all kinds of names, right? Just the fact that he's doing that right now, but still wanting to be here and waiting back.
It's total lack of awareness, isn't it? He has no clue. No, the lack of situational awareness. Isn't that the right word?
Ask them to tell you what the right word is, Jack. Ask your enablers. Is that the right word? Ask your enablers on the panel. Just let them speak for you. That would be even better. Let big fat porta potty Polly speak for you, and Patrick Rottenmouth OTW. Out of this world, he calls his show. How lame, how weak, how attention seeking. If he were a good musician, he wouldn't be doing this shit. Begging for shekels on YouTube, trying to get people to give him hundreds of dollars a month for his membership clubs. You creatures are losers. You're leeches. You're parasites. You're scammers. You're grifters. You're narcissists. You're liars. You're gaslighters. You're psychos. And you prove it every day. Those aren't just words I'm saying. Anybody can observe your behavior and see it. Just observe, focus, pay attention, and you'll see it.
That's what happens to the lack of situational awareness. Isn't that the right word? That's what the lack of situational awareness. Isn't that the right word? That's what happens to the anxious, to the arrogant. They lose awareness. Stephen, your pride is your downfall. If you chill out and stop blaming, we can actually have some different conversations. Stephen, is it possible to have different conversations with you, or should we just part ways for today?
I have fantastic conversations with most people in life, but not with psychos, narcissists, losers like you creatures. I'm capable of having many conversations with people who don't obsess over making me the conversation. All you have to do is stop talking about me and directing the whole show at me. Talk about a topic. With people who don't obsess over making me the conversation. All you have to do is stop talking about me and directing the whole show at me. Talk about a topic.
Simple. That's not true, Stephen, because as of right now, I'm moderating your volume and you keep turning it back up defiantly, right? Because you're even turning the volume of your presentment into a competition.
It's fascinating.
You love turning my volume way down.
Childish behavior. Stephen, I'm trying to do what you said you wanted to see, and you're missing out. So the topic today, let's be honestly and together with love. Stephen, what does that mean to you?
Coming from you, love means nothing. I don't think you know what love is.
Well, no, Stephen, the question was,
what is love,
for
Jack?
you, right? The question was for you, right? You get to answer for you. I answer for me. You answer for you. So, what does it mean to you, honestly, to be honestly and together with love?
I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you're asking.
What would you mean if you were to explain that?
I can't explain what you just said. It doesn't make much sense.
So you don't understand the topic of the live stream today.
Not really, because it doesn't match your behavior.
All right.
It doesn't match your behavior, your title.
You're the one with the confusion, dude.
All
Okay.
right.
So how do you know it doesn't match my behavior when you claim you don't understand the words? So I asked you what your understanding of the words are. If Stephen was going to explain, let's be honestly and together with love, how would Stephen do that? You're not stupid, are you?
Not at all. I'm not
All
a
right.
fool like you call everyone.
Well,
Like
go
you
ahead and
demean
answer
everyone
then.
with
Show
insults.
me you're not a fool.
I have
Stephen was going to explain, let's be honestly and together with love. How would Stephen do that? You're not stupid, are you?
not at all. I'm not
All
a
right.
fool like you call everyone.
Well,
Like
go
you
ahead and
demean
answer
everyone
then.
with
Show
insults.
me you're not a fool.
I have love for people on my show, on my channel, in my life, but I don't love narcissists and psychopaths that
Okay,
play
and how's
games.
that related to the question?
Because I'm in the company of them. That's why.
Oh, so you're unable to answer a question like an adult, like a man?
I answered the question.
I'm sorry. You know what? I guess I gave you too much credit again. We got another option here. Let's bring up old Lou Bass. How you doing, buddy?
All I want is love. Du, 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 du. All I want is love. Love.
It's all you
Love
need
is
is
all I
love,
want.
Lewis. It's all you
All I
need is
need
love.
is love.
There you go.
Love, love, love. All I need is love. Love. Love is all I need. Play the guitar, OTW. Where the fuck you been, asshole?
Wow. I think he's talking to you, OTW. Autumn Glories, this is a reflection of the real world, and the real world is happening online. It's a different reflection of the world, but holy cows, man. Love really is all we need.
I would go easy on Steven, like I'm in touch with his worker, like he's at the mental institution. They give him a chance to get on the computer, through the day when he's good and he takes his medication. But if you get too hard on him, he cries all night. He keeps the whole ward awake. So Cheryl gets really upset with that. She loves him though.
Look at him smiling, listening to this liar. This is what narcissists do. They lie, they smear campaign, they have flying monkeys, they stick together. 4 of them talking about me now. This is so far 4 on the panel against me. And they kick me off because they're so weak. They can't take it. 4 versus 1, they're outmatched. I outmatch them. They outnumber me, but I outmatch them. Look at this creep. Look at this creepy creature. Look at him. Just look at him. Pooyah on these demons. Pooyah.
She wants him to do better. So she's trying to be there for him. So he's lucky that way. At least his workers love him and don't want to, throw him out.
They what came to mind there? Well, number one, are you sure? You sure they don't want to put a pillow on him as he goes to sleep? But then I was thinking about maybe the folks who get to take care of our friend Snafu. How?
Jack, that was the last worker, Shaniqua. She tried to put a
Number one, are you sure? You sure they don't want to put a pillow on him as he goes to sleep? But then I was thinking about maybe the folks.
so she's trying to be there for him. So he's lucky that way. At least his workers love him and don't want to, throw him out.
They what came to mind there? Well, number one, are you sure? You sure they don't want to put a pillow on him as he goes to sleep? But then I was thinking about maybe the folks who get to take care of our friend Snafu. How?
Jack, that was the last word.
So he's talking about, are you sure they don't want to smother Stephen to death with a pillow over his face? I'm not in an institution, but this is your man of love and peace that people claim on YouTube is a man of love and peace that wishes for someone. He wishes someone would murder me. And his fans are so warped, they see Jack as a man of love and peace. You're free to see him as you wish. Sorry about my voice. You're free to see him as you wish. But in the end, if you're duped by demons like this, you won't just end up in the recycling bin. This is where some of you have to think a bit more. You get recycled. You don't have my channels. You don't have this information. Your memories are gone. You don't even know who you are anymore. You get recycled and you're back in this life in a newborn baby body. You're starting over. You'll probably never figure out where you are. So be it. You'll end up with Talcott then. In the end, this place will degrade you. If you can't see evil, you think that's love and peace, that creature. Go ahead. I've spent many hours trying to show you what you're following, defending, supporting. Maybe you're just spiritually corrupted. Maybe you're foobar. Maybe you belong here in this realm with him, with these ones. These 4 on the screen and millions of others. Maybe you belong with demons. Some of you got to think a bit more than just end up in the recycling bin. You got to think about eternity. If you can.
Worker, Shaniqua, she tried to put a pillow on his head, but she got caught and was fired.
Shaniqua. Where's that written, Lou?
Number one, are you sure? You sure they don't want to put a pillow on him as he goes to sleep? But then I was thinking about maybe the folks who get to take care of our friend Snafu. How?
Jack, that was the last worker, Shaniqua. She tried to put a pillow on his head, but she got caught and was fired.
Shaniqua. Where's that written, Lou? Where the fuck did you get that one from?
I don't know. It just comes in. I don't know what's wrong with me. Shit comes into my head and it just comes right out my mouth. I don't know.
I wonder if Steven passed on to his next experience where it's hot and fiery, if he would consider himself winning there.
He'd tell himself such. I mean, that's the crazy part about consciousness is we can believe whatever we want. It doesn't have to be true or real.
Right. That's.
So they wish for me to be murdered. They talk about Polly's wondering long after I was kicked off the show. I'm no longer backstage. I left after I was kicked off, I don't know how many times, trying to get a word in and being backstaged. So I left. But Polly wishes for me to end up in a fiery hell burning. You don't have to worry about me, Polly. Worry about yourself. Stop obsessing over me. You don't see where you are today. You don't know what this realm is. You're fixated on police and Jack Talcott. You don't see the big picture. You don't see what realm you're in. You don't know how this reality works. And that's fine. Ignorance won't save you. Ego won't save you. Narcissism won't save you. Porta potty, Polly. That big fat head of yours won't save you. That big fucking mouth of yours won't save you. That pear-shaped body you have that's out of proportion won't save you, Polly. I think people made fun of you when you were younger because you look deformed. Okay? And you act like a weirdo. I don't think you have any friends in life, Polly. That's okay. It's all okay, Paul. You'll have eternity to think about it and say, why did I attack Stephen and obsess over him for... It's been about a year now, your obsession with me. It's okay. You're going to have a long time to think it over in a realm that you'll never be able to leave. Never. And that's where some of you don't pay attention. All you can think of is a recycling bin. That's the default mode. Being sealed in here means you can't ever leave. You won't have to worry about the bin anymore when this realm is sealed. You're done, and it will be a hell realm beyond description. And then some of you, I know, you're very limited. And I understand this because I've dealt with people on YouTube, Facebook, other places in real life for all this time. And you go right back to your programming. You go back to the Bible and say, well, it's written in the Bible. You're just like programmed robots. You can't even listen to somebody explaining and showing evidence for where you are. You want to go to the Bible. You want to go to Freemasonic, demonic, dark occultist programming. That's what a lot of you do. Go to your books. Go take the Bible, shove it sideways up your ass. Shove it up your monkey ass, as the Rock would say in wrestling. Take that son of a bitch, turn it sideways, and shove it straight up your ass. Have the Bible in your keister. Keister the Bible. Like drug mules do with bags of cocaine or whatever. Go ahead. But you're fucking retarded, you people, that go back, especially so-called truthers that say, I'm awake, Stephen, I'm waking up. And they go right back to a book of programming, a Hebrew book, started by the Hebrews. The Torah, the Old Testament, and then the New Testament, the Bible, is King James. The King James Version, KJV. Like, you're just retarded. I've explained this over the years. You're following absolute programming that a child could see through. Why do I say that? Because I did see through it as a child. I said it doesn't make sense. It doesn't even make sense to wear robes, clothes, sandals in heaven. Because we're out of body. We're spirits. When you die, you're out of this body, out of this realm. Why would you need clothing? Where do you get the clothing from? It's ridiculous. It's as retarded as you people taking a fish out of water and with a serious look on your face believing that fish need air. That they breathe through their gills the air. They don't need water. They'll just breathe out of water. What the fuck would you need clothing and sandals and shoes and socks and cars and buildings and libraries and Roman columns and heaven? You people are retarded. And it's the same, like nothing has changed since I was in second grade. First grade, second grade, third grade. These teachers in elementary, Catholic elementary school, they couldn't see that much. And a lot of you on YouTube are that retarded. And I can't help you. Just go away. Leave me alone if you're at that level. If you've been on my channel for years and you just can't fathom being a spiritual being made of light and energy and consciousness and awareness, a spirit, not requiring the fucking clothing, the underwear that you have on right now, then you're retarded. If you can't imagine eternity without needing a toilet, you're retarded. I'm not saying it to be cruel. I'm not saying it as an insult. I'm saying it because it's factual. You're retarded. You lack that imagination. Just not a tremendous imagination for that. Just a simple, basic imagination that all humans should have. At a minimum, be able to imagine that. You can't do it. So I know there's something wrong with you then. I know right off the bat there's something very wrong with you. If you can't imagine simple things like spirit leaves meat suit body, no longer require underwear, clothing, shoes, socks, food to eat in a stomach you don't have anymore because you're out of body. A fucking caveman should be able to understand that, or a cave woman. So there's something wrong with you. You can get upset with me and get angry and say, oh, I hate how arrogant he is. Well, there's something wrong with you. You lack a basic imagination. So I know right away there's something wrong with you. Just like I know if you have tattoos all over your face and your whole face is covered in 50 piercings, your ears, above your eyes, your nose, your lips, everywhere, chin, everywhere that you could be pierced. 3 piercings through your tongue, 3 or 5 through your nose, you got 20 in your ears, you have facial tattoos. I know there's something wrong with you. I don't have to think about it for years or analyze you. I know. And it's the same thing if you can't imagine basic things, such as being out of body as a spirit. You don't require what you do in a material fucking realm, in a body, in a meat suit. You're retarded. And I don't want you near me. I don't want to waste my time on you. Go away. Go somewhere else. Go to a shit channel.
Amazingly accurate.
Hot and fiery if he would consider himself winning there.
Get that one from?
I don't know. It just comes in. I don't know what's wrong with me. Shit comes into my head and it just comes right out my mouth. I don't know.
I wonder if Steven passed on to his next experience where it's hot and fiery, if he would consider himself winning there.
He'd tell himself such. I mean, that's the crazy part about consciousness.
The crazy part is you're saying what I would do in a hypothetical, ridiculous situation. As though you know me. You don't know me at all. None of you do. Talcott, Porta Potty, Polly, Lube Ass, Patrick Rottenmouth OTW. You're all psychos. You're liars. You're narcissists. I'm going to end this soon. Thank you for watching. I hope you understand what's on the screen. I hope that you choose wisely, but that's a hope. It's on you to choose wisely in this realm, to choose freedom, to choose to stand against evil rather than standing with evil. On the screen is Team Evil. They are evil liars. They are narcissists. They are psychopaths. They wish harm, suffering, torture, cruelty upon others like me. They've said they wish that I would suffer more. They want me dead. They want me to suffer. They want me to burn in hell forever. They wish all sorts of things, and this is what they think about all the time. And then it comes out on live streams. They are evil. Now, if you don't see it, I'm not going to try for the rest of my life to get you to see it, because I think there's a reason you don't see it. You're meant to stay in this realm. You're from here. This is your home. This is where you will stay. It won't be comfy like it is today, like all that's been built out of this shithole. All the luxuries and creature comforts will be gone. It's going to get a lot worse. And you're evil like these creatures. If you're evil like these creatures, stay here. If you don't see that they're evil, there's something drastically, massively wrong with you. And it isn't just you're asleep or I don't see Steven. It's so much more than that. It's more than just mental or you being duped or fooled. You're an evil creature. You're an evil spirit if you think this is normal. You're like them. You're like them. I don't have sympathy for you. I don't have mercy for demons. Support these demons and get what you deserve. Get the judgment and justice and punishments, the spiritual consequences that demons deserve. You're going to get what you deserve. You're going to see. You're going to see what happens to demons. You will see. You will see.